If you've been dreaming of heading to Quartzsite, but you don't know where to start, I've been exactly where you are. This video will help you get ready for your first Quartzsite trip. This is everything I wish someone had told me before I left home. You've probably heard everyone talking about Quartzsite, but what actually happens down there? People go there for various reasons, and one of the reasons is warm weather escape, snowbirds and van lifers chasing mild winter temperatures. Another reason for going is for community events, huge gatherings like WRTR, RTR, Big Tent RV Show, and gym shows. Groups often meet down there and then branch off to attend their particular events. Many nomads break up into small little groups for meetups, and many have what's called a van build event, which is helping one another with their rigs, or they may have an event showing off their schoolies. When to come? November through February are the best months to be there, as they are the coolest months. If you're coming for the WRTR and the RTR, they're usually held about a week or two into January. As of yet, the dates have not been set for the 2025 to 2026 season. The best camping spots fill up fast. Some people come for 1 week or 2 weeks, and many people come for the whole season. The long-term visitor area, otherwise known as the LTVA, is run by the BLM. The season pass is good for September 15th through the April 15th, and so far the cost has been $180 for the whole season, or $40 for 2 weeks. That price can go up at any time, and it's expected to cost around $600 for the whole season after they raise it. The LTVA pass will get you into any of the 4 local LTVA campgrounds, which are La Posa South, La Posa West, La Posa North, and La Posa Tyson Wash. I've camped at each of them, but I forget if it's La Posa South or North that was my favorite, because I found a little shady spot there. La Posa South has the dump and water. West is closest to town and events. I think there's a dumpster at all of them, but I could be wrong. Myself, I've bought the 2-week pass for $40, and I found it worth it, but most of the time I camp for free on BLM land. Sometimes I spend a few days with various groups that I have known from either Facebook groups or YouTubers. There's also the 14-day free BLM areas. There's no permit required. You must move every 14 days. There's Tyson Wash, Dome Rock, High Jolly, and Roadrunner are the most common campgrounds. Good for shorter stays or if you want to save money. There's no services. You must haul your own water and trash. There's also BLM land all over the place a little farther out. Let me say that all of these locations are huge, and there are many, many thousands of people camped out there all over the place. The closer you are to town, the more populated the camp areas are. If you didn't know any better and you were just driving down the highway and you looked out among these areas, you would think that there's not very many people there, but there are actually many, many thousands of people. If you're in an RV and you want the comfy life, there are over 50 RV parks in Quartzsite and nearby, and they offer hookups, laundry, and showers. General tips: no matter where you choose to park, don't park in washes or soft sand. Arrive early before dark to find a safe, flat spot, and follow BLM and campground rules, which are quiet hours and pet leash laws, and keep respectful distances between rigs. I want to emphasize to you how important it is that you do not park in one of those shady, inviting-looking washes. You don't park in a wash because it may look dry, but it's actually a natural drainage path. When it rains, even miles away, flash floods can rush through without warning very quickly, sweeping away vehicles, tents, and gear in seconds. Next, I'm going to share with you some suggestions of things to bring from home and things to wait and buy when you get there. Now, you definitely want to bring cold weather clothing because Quartzsite nights often drop into the 30s, so bring layers and gloves and even a warm hat. If you're already an experienced camper, you know what to bring for food and the gear you will need, but if you're new at it, make sure that you have some way to store and prepare and or cook food, and bring a supply of food with you. You can buy food in Quartzsite, and I always like to promote local economy, but the grocery options are limited in town. There are nearby towns that you can drive to for greater options. Carry enough drinking water for at least a few days, and bring a refillable jugs or glassable water containers. Other things to consider: flashlights, headlamps, solar lights, and extra batteries. Solar generator or power bank if you have one. Warm sleeping bag or extra blankets. Rugs or mats to keep dust down inside. Wipes, bath towel, hand sanitizer, toilet paper, trash bags, first aid kit, any personal medications, extra pair of glasses. Other things that might come in handy are a camp chair, small folding table, shade tarp or umbrella, tools, duct tape, and jumper cables. Most people also bring some form of a portable toilet for emergencies or if you're too far away from pit toilets. Propane is easier to find and usually cheaper in Quartzsite, but if you need butane, I would make sure you bring a sufficient supply. Water refills are easy to get at the RV pit stop and other locations. Only bring what you need for your trip so that you don't have unnecessary wait, and then you can get refills when you get there.